last week we talked about the hardest part of retirement isn't financial, it's psychological. And today we're going to go a little bit deeper because when the paychecks stop, something bigger happens. You don't just stop working, you stop being whatever was printed on your business card. Because for decades, that little line under your name defined you. It told the world who you were, and sometimes it told you who you were. Then one day, poof, it's all gone. That first week, everyone congratulates you. You get cards, the dinner, the cake that says happy retirement. And then Monday comes. No meetings, no emails, no one waiting on you. You might even sit down with a coffee and think, so what now? I had a client, let's call him Jim. When he retired, he thought that this adjustment would be easy. 3 weeks later, he told me, Adam, I've never been busier and I still feel unproductive. He was filling the time and he wasn't finding his purpose. Now, psychologists call this the retirement identity gap. And for 40 years, your self-worth has been measured by contribution, progress, usefulness, and overnight, that scoreboard disappears. It's not just boredom, it's a loss of recognition. You went from being needed to being optional. And that can shake even the most confident person. Our brains crave feedback loops. Work gave us that daily sense of, I did something that mattered. Retirement, it asks you to find that internally, not externally. Think of early retirement like a teenager's gap year. Freedom at first, sleep in, travel, no alarm clock. But pretty soon you start wondering, what am I supposed to do with all this free time? The difference is that at 18, you expect to figure life out. At 65, you thought you already had. So the key isn't to panic, it's to get curious. Retirement is your second gap year. It's a chance to rediscover who you are behind just the title. So let me ask you something. If you could describe yourself and what you did for a living, how would you describe yourself? Are you a mentor? Are you a creator? Are you a connector? Do you bring calm or do you bring humor? These qualities, that's who you are. The job was just the stage. When we rebuild identity in retirement, we're not just starting from scratch. We're revealing the parts that were already there, hidden behind that job description. Whenever I walk clients through this, we use a simple framework that I like to call the 3 R's. It's about reflect, reimagine, and rebuild. Reflect on what your work actually gave you emotionally. Was it achievement, structure, camaraderie? Reimagine how to recreate those same feelings elsewhere. Maybe volunteering gives you contribution. Maybe mentoring gives you meaning. Maybe travel gives you curiosity again. And then rebuild by putting it in your schedule. Purpose isn't an accident. It's something that you plan. And just like you plan your income, you plan fulfillment too. One of my favorite stories is about a client named Carol. She was a corporate manager for 35 years, and she was the classic organizer of everyone. When she retired, she missed meetings more than she expected. Not the emails or the reports, just the gathering. So we built something simple into her plan. Every Monday morning, she hosted a coffee crew at a local bakery where she had friends, neighbors, and anyone really free to chat. Within a few months, that little meetup became her new Monday meeting. Different room, same purpose, connection and belonging. And that's what rebuilding identity really looks like in real life. A lot of retirees try to fix the gap of staying busy. Renovations, grandkid duty, home renovations, yard work, that's fine for a while. But busyness can become a distraction from meaning. If everything feels like filler, it's a sign that you haven't yet defined the why behind your days. You don't need a packed calendar. You need things that give you that same spark of usefulness that you used to feel at work. Why the brain fights change from behavioral finance perspective, this is pure status quo bias. Your brain wants familiar patterns, even if those patterns were stressful. And that's why so many people say that I'll just work one more year, because the routine feels safer than the unknown. Real freedom comes from when you build new structure by choice, not habit. And this is where real retirement planning goes far beyond just investments. A true plan doesn't stop at, do I have enough money? It asks, what am I going to do with my time, my energy, and my story? And here at Stone City Wealth, when we build a plan, we look at both the financial structure, income, tax, estate, and the behavioral around structure, purpose, and rhythm, and emotional safety. Because money can only support a plan that already has direction. A few pitfalls that I see all the time is first, replacing one identity with another just too quickly. It's about jumping straight into something new without rest or reflection. Also, defining yourself by activity instead of intention, because busy doesn't equal purpose. Also, thinking that you need some grand mission. Small, consistent joys often lead to bigger fulfillment. Give yourself permission to experiment. You've earned the right to be a beginner again. Try thinking of retirement as a series of small experiments. Do you want to teach part-time? Do it for 6 months, see how you feel. Do you want to write? Maybe start a journal. You want to travel? Begin with one small short trip. The goal isn't to find the thing, it's to rediscover curiosity. Your working life was about expertise. This stage is about exploration. Now, I know it can feel like you've lost something, but what's really happening is that you're just making room. When the job identity fades, the person identity finally has space to grow. You're not losing who you are, you're rediscovering who you've always been, without the office door. That's why in real retirement planning, we don't just chart dollars. We chart identity. We schedule purpose. We budget for experiences. We design cash flow that supports how you actually want to live, not just how you want to save. Financial planning gives you freedom. Behavioral planning teaches you how to enjoy it. So if you're sitting there wondering who you'll be when those paychecks stop, just know that that question is the beginning. It's not the end. The people who thrive in retirement are the ones who treat this as a new career in living. You still have purpose. It's just waiting for you to define it. If you'd like to start building a retirement plan that blends both the financial side and the human side, you can visit me anytime at stonecitywealth.com. I'm Adam. We'll see you in the next video.